Yo, what is up guys, and welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be doing the top 5 things that I would change about Crisis on Infinite Earths. But before we get into that, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future DC uploads from me. And yeah, let's get right into it. So coming in at number 5, Oliver shouldn't have become the Spectre so early in the crossover. I mean, we know him as the Green Arrow, and I think he should have stayed that way, well, at least until he fights the Anti-Monitor, because I have no idea how someone could fight the Anti-Monitor with a bow and arrows. But yeah, Oliver should have become the Spectre right before his fight with the Anti-Monitor, and stayed the Green Arrow up until that fight. Let me know what you guys think about this. I really think that he shouldn't have become the Spectre so early. Oliver Queen is the Green Arrow, he's not the Spectre. So yeah, but the Spectre is the only way he could really fight the Anti-Monitor, because the Spectre has some type of powers. I'm not really sure exactly how they work, because I'm not really that familiar with the Spectre until Crisis on Infinite Earths. But yeah, Oliver, I feel like, should have stayed the Green Arrow up until his fight with the Anti-Monitor. So coming in at number 4, Reverse Flash should have been in the crossover. If he was in the crossover, I would hope that he would be the secondary main villain. In the 2024 newspaper article, it said that he would be leading an army of shadow demons. We got the Shadow Demons, but no Reverse Flash. This makes me think that what happened in the original 2024 newspaper will actually happen, only because Reverse Flash didn't appear in Crisis on Infinite Earths. I mean, we've been looking at that 2024 newspaper article since The Flash Season 1, and ever since then, it has said that the Reverse Flash and the Flash would be in an ultimate face-off, and when that quote-unquote article happened, aka Crisis on Infinite Earths, we did not get that fight. So I'm kind of thinking that they might actually do an entirely different Crisis in like 2024 or the last season of The Flash. I think that would be really interesting to see. Maybe we'll get the Reverse Flash main villain right there. It says that the Flash and a bunch of other heroes would be fighting the Reverse Flash on a street, and then the Flash and the Reverse Flash vanish. So yeah, that's why the 2024 newspaper article says the Flash vanishes in Crisis. It wasn't actually meant to be Crisis on Infinite Earths when we first saw this 2024 newspaper article. It just talked about a fight between the Flash and the Reverse Flash. So yeah, I think it would have been really cool if we had got to see him in Crisis on Infinite Earths. I also hope we get him as the final main villain of The Flash, and maybe we'll get that 2024 newspaper article's original battle at the end of that season. Who knows? So coming in at number 3, I think Supergirl should have gotten seriously injured in the crossover. The reason for this is that she actually died in the original Crisis on Infinite Earths, but obviously they can't kill her off because she has her own show. But she should have gotten injured badly, and then we could have seen the iconic image of Superman holding her, just like on the cover of one of the Crisis comics. This would have been really interesting for 2 reasons. 1, it would have been sort of comic book nostalgia. 2, it would have showed that the directors were actually like trying to make it so that the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover was sort of like the comic books. So like, Supergirl injured badly, they obviously can't kill her off because she has her own show. So next best thing is to injure her badly. If this happened, it would have been like you could tell that they were trying to make it like the comics, and I think that would have been pretty cool. So coming in at number 2, I think that John Diggle from Earth 90 should have showed up. The reasoning for this is because we know he is Green Lantern on Earth 90, so what I was thinking would happen is that he would show up in Crisis on Infinite Earths, but then he dies. Therefore, he would give his Green Lantern ring to Earth 1 John Diggle, and then he becomes John Diggle, or John Stewart, Green Lantern. To be honest, I think this would have been a much better way of going about the Green Lantern stuff for John Diggle, instead of that little cliffhanger where the thing comes down from the sky. It would have been much more entertaining as well. I think a lot of people would have liked this more than how they actually did it on Arrow's finale. And then maybe we could have seen John Diggle's Green Lantern join the Justice League at the end. I really think they should have done that. That would have been really awesome to see. But coming in at number 1, I think Barry Allen should have vanished somehow. Not like forever, but he should have vanished somehow. I mean, this would have been not only comic book nostalgia, but a much better way of handling it. I mean, we've been looking at that 2024 newspaper article since The Flash Season 1, and Earth 90 Flash ends up vanishing. Come on. I mean, I'm a bit disappointed in that. If Barry Allen ended up vanishing, obviously he goes into the Speed Force. If you haven't read the comics, that's what happens. He vanishes into the Speed Force and then comes back to life in 2009 or something, after he died in 1889, which is when that Crisis on Infinite Earths comic was released. But But yeah, I think it would have been really cool if we could see him vanish into the Speed Force and, his journey on trying to get out. Obviously in the comic it takes him like 20 years to get out, but maybe this time it'll only take him like 1 or 2 episodes to get out. I think that would have been really cool to see. Maybe, while he's in the Speed Force, he sees Reverse Flash and some other speedsters that we've forgotten about. Maybe Zoom somehow in there. I think that'd be really cool to see and something they definitely should have done on Crisis on Infinite Earths. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys comment your thoughts down below on what I thought should have happened in Crisis on Infinite Earths. But yeah, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.